Okay, so hi guys. So I wanted to make a video over a review of algebra for calculus. So this is going to be a little bit fast-paced. I'm going to try not to explain it so in depth. This is because you know, for those of you that have been watching my videos a lot, I have gone over so much algebra and so much pre-cal and trig that now we want to go ahead and do it, just kind of a quick review. So this is part one. I'm gonna just, do these 4 problems, or like from A to G. So we're gonna do this really quickly. The first one that we have, and let me write this down, so 2x to the negative 2, so part A says 2x to the negative 2, y cubed times negative x to the 4th times y, right? Okay, so we're going to use the properties of exponents to simplify this expression. So if you guys remember from the product property, let me just kind of really quickly define what this is. If I have 2 parts, a to the m times a to the n, this is basically equal to a to the m plus n. Okay, this is the product property of exponents, and we're going to use that in this following thing. Also, there's the negative exponent rule, such that a to the negative n is equal to 1 over a to the n. So let's go ahead and do this. This is going to be 2, and I know that this one here is really going to be times 1 over x squared, because again it's negative, times y cubed, and then all this times negative x to the 4th y. So then we're going to multiply this here. So we have 2 over x squared times y cubed, times negative x to the 4th y. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and just do a little more. So this just means, like that. So 2y cubed over x squared, and then times negative x to the 4th y over 1. This is over 1, right? So then we have the following. We have 2y to the 3 plus 1, because, again, y cubed times y is y to the 3 plus 1 because of product property. Remember, product property. And so then we have times negative x to the 4th all over x squared. And then this becomes 2y to the 4th times negative 1 times x to the 4th, because the negative kind of goes outside here, right? This is negative 1. And then all over x squared. I know that from the quotient property, so according to quotient property, if I have a to the m over a to the n, this is equal to a to the m minus n. So you're just subtracting them, right? So then this becomes negative 2y to the 4th, and then it's going to be x to the 4th over x squared. And again, you're going to say negative 2y to the 4th times x to the 4 minus 2, which is negative 2y to the 4th x squared. You can also say negative 2x squared y to the 4th. Either way, this is your answer for this problem. Okay, that is the first one. Okay, now let's go on to part B. So part B is pretty simple. 4a squared b cubed to the 0 power. 4a squared b cubed all raised to the 0 power. Now, we need to remember that when we have a 0 power, the 0 power property basically tells me that no matter what I have, anything raised to a 0 power will always be 1. So this, for example, a raised to the 0 is equal to 1. This is a 0 power property. So this whole thing really is just 1, because again, it satisfies this rule here. So really this one is kind of a no-brainer. Part C tells us negative 5z quantity cubed times z squared. So we have negative 5z quantity cubed times z squared. Okay, so this, we have to use power property. So power property says the following, and I'm going to just explain it really quickly. This means that if we have a raised to some power m raised to some power n, then we multiply the powers. So basically this is a to the m times n. So then this becomes, so then we know that for this, for example, negative 5, oh, and by the way, we also know that a times b raised to some power n is the following, a to the n times b to the n. So we're going to use that, right? We have negative 5 quantity cubed times z quantity cubed times z squared. So then this becomes negative 125 right here times, and then z cubed times z squared, again, product property. So we're going to say z to the 3 plus 2, which is negative 125 z to the 5th power. This is our answer for this one. Okay. All right. Now, part D says the following, and we're going to go ahead and look at this. So 3x raised to the negative 2. Now, we must not confuse this with 3x to the negative 2. That's not the same as this. This is on the outside. When I say ab to the negative n, this is a to the negative n, b to the negative n. But if I say ab to the negative n, this is a times b to the negative n, which is a times 1 over b to the n, which is equal to a over b to the n. So this is really 3 times 1 over x squared, which is just 3 over x squared. And this is our answer for this one. Okay. Part E. 3x to the negative 3y to the 4th. So let's kind of go ahead and copy it. 3x to the negative 3y to the 4th. And then all over 15ab to the negative 1. All over 15ab to the negative 1. Actually, what did I put here? Hold on. I meant to say, was it like that in the problem? I don't remember. We're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to put this as A, and this is B. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So then we have, so we're going to do 3a to the negative 3y to the 4th over, and then it's right here, so it's 15ab to the negative 1. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to split it up. 3 over 15 times a to the negative 3 over a to the 1st power times y to the 4th, or I'm sorry, b to the 4th, oh my god, times b to the 4th over b to the negative 1. This right here has a power of 1 because it's a to the 1st power. So then we have, if we simplify this, 3 over 15 divided by 3 on top and bottom, we get 1 over 5. This is 1 over 5 times a to the negative 3 minus 1 times b to the 4 minus negative 1. This, you have to be careful with this. B to the a over b to the negative c is b to the a minus negative c, which is b to the a plus c. So this is the following: 1 over 5 a to the negative 4 times b to the 4 plus 1, which is equal to a to the negative 4 over 5 times b to the 5th power, which is equal to, again, this is going to be 1 over a to the 4th divided by 5 times b to the 5th power, which is equal to 1 over a to the 4th divided by 5 times b to the 5th power. This is 1 over a to the 4th times 1 over 5 times b to the 5th power, which is equal to 1 over 5a to the 4th b to the 5th power, which is equal to b to the 5th power over 5a to the 4th power. This is our answer. Okay, now part F. X over 9 to the negative 1. Okay, this is a negative exponent. So x over 9 to the negative 1. This goes with the idea that we have a over b to the negative 1 power is really b over a to the first power, which is just b over a. Using this property, we basically say that this is equal to 9 over x because it flips. So this is our answer. We really have to understand this rule really well. Part G. Negative 2x squared quantity cubed times 4x cubed to the negative 1. Give me a second. Negative 2x squared quantity cubed times 4x squared, times 4x cubed to the negative 1, times 4x cubed to the negative 1. Okay, we have to be careful. This is negative 2 quantity cubed times x squared quantity cubed because it distributes. And then we have times, and we have a negative 1 power here. This is 4 to the negative 1 times x cubed to the negative 1 power. This is going to be negative 8 x to the 2 times 3, x to the 6 because of power property, and then times 1 over 4 because we have a negative exponent. So it's 1 over 4 to the first, which is 1 over 4, and then times 1 over x cubed. Okay, then this becomes negative 8x to the 6, because it just times 1, and then over 4x cubed. Negative 8 over 4 is negative 2. X to the 6 over x cubed is really x cubed. So this simplifies to negative 2x cubed. Okay, and now I believe that is it for this from A to G. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. I tried to go really fast. This is really important for calculus. If you guys are, if your algebra is rusty, please look at my algebra videos. I go over this in a much slower pace. But since we are getting ready for calculus, I really want to go over it in a way that, we already understand these things very well right off the bat. So, because these things are important for calculus, right? So with that being said, guys, I really hope this helps, and this is just kind of part one of, review with algebra and with properties of exponents. In the next video, I'm going to go ahead and go over radicals and their properties, so that was going to be part 2. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and also please like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.